Right guys, it's Alex here, back once again with Busybodies, back at my lovely cricket club. So, we're bringing you part 2 of our mini cricketing video series, and today we're going to be looking at bowling. So, for today, to get us started, we're going to look at the cricket ball and how we're going to be able to hold the ball to make sure when we're bowling it is nice and accurate. So, to get us started, you will see the ball here. There is something going around the middle. This is called the seam. So when we go to bowl the ball, I'm going to place it to the side here. The aim is we're going to use our 2 fingers. So it's 2 fingers up and our thumb in there. So we're going to place 2 fingers around the seam of the ball and 1 thumb over. So you can see I hold a nice position like this. So then we can move the ball in a nice straight line. If you see it from the side, like this. All right then guys, so to get us started, we're going to look at our underarm bowling. So the most important thing you need to do is work out which arm is your strongest arm. So mine is my right hand. So now I know this, I'm going to place my hand in the right hand in the air like this, and I'll place the ball in my hand. Now to get us started, we're going to put our opposite leg to the hand that we're using. So it's my left leg, okay, beside our marker where we're going to be starting. So if we look down here, I've got the marker that I know is my starting position. I've got my left foot beside it, and I also have my right foot. Now you'll see they are pointing in the direction that I want the ball to go, okay? So the next part is with our aiming arm. So this is my aiming arm here, okay? And we want this pointing in the same direction as our toes are, so we know it's going to go in a right, dead straight line. Now to get started, all you need to do is bring the ball back, and then we're going to release it through. As we release it, it's going to be at the same time as it really reaches our hands. Brilliant. Just to get yourself familiar to the underarm in bowling action, okay? Nice little simple drill that you can do. I've spaced out about 10 steps away from my target, so I'll set up some stumps there. Okay, we're going to leave a marker down here. Similar to how I just explained, we're going to put our guide foot, okay, next to the marker. We're going to have our aiming arm pointing towards the target. We're going to make sure our toes pointing in the right direction. And we're just going to practice. Now, the aim of this exercise is to throw the ball underarm using that technique we just spoke about. You're going to try and hit the stumps without bouncing the ball. So I'm going to have 3 attempts here. So I'm pointing, feet towards the target, hand in line. I'm going to go back and I let go, okay? Not quite hit it without it bouncing, so I'm going to have a little go again. So it's there and back again. So practicing it, I know that I need to adjust sort of my aim slightly, so I might need to think about my feet, my hips, pointing at the ball, like so, okay? I'll do 2 more. It's there, pointing at the target, arm back and through like this, okay? And I can go back again, like so. Right guys, to put that into practice then, we've got a little mini skill drill for you. As you can see, I've laid out some markers here, some different colours, okay? You can use anything you like at home, pieces of paper. If you have some cones, that would be brilliant. Now for each colour, they're going to count some different points. So our yellow cone, okay, is going to count for 1 point. Our green cone is going to count for 2 points. And our red cone will count for 3 points. Now the aim of the game, you have 6 balls, 6 deliveries. That makes up an over. Okay, you're going to see how many points you can score through those 6 balls. Let's have a go. As you can see, guys, I didn't hit them with every single attempt, so it can be quite tricky. If you want to make it a bit easier, come a little bit closer. If you're doing it every single time and you're hitting every single cone, go a little bit further back, make it even more difficult for you. Right, let's progress things on a little bit now. Let's go on to the overarm bowling technique. Okay, now this is a starting standing position. We're going to be side on. Okay, so I'm side on to my target here. Now, very similar to the underarm, we're going to make sure that our feet and hips are pointing towards the target. So I'm going to turn myself across to here. You can see 1 foot's pointing down towards there. Now, our starting position when we're going to bowl a overarm delivery is we're going to have the ball right by ourselves here. Okay, it's a nice motion. This arm, similar to the underarm technique, we're going to be holding it up, pointing towards where our target's going to be. Okay, and we're going to break this down into steps. So the first step is number 1, we're going to go down. Number 2 is round. 3 is up. And 4 is follow through. Okay, so bring that all back together then so it's a bit quicker for you. Starting position, side on, arm towards the target, ball here. So it's down, round, straight up, and then we're going to follow through in a straight motion like this. Right guys, now you've all had a little bit of a practice. When we're in a stand position, it can feel quite awkward to bowl that ball in a nice straight line, okay? So what you might want to do is introduce a couple of steps so you're walking in to bowl the ball. So take nice 2 big steps back, feet pointing towards the target again. You're just going to count. So it'll be 1, 2, going to get in that position, arm round, nice straight arm, and through like so, okay? Right guys, then to put it into a little skill drill for you, you're going to have 6 balls again. So an over worth of deliveries. You're going to use your overarm technique. Now you can either do that stationary, standing still, or you can do the 2 steps. And your aim is to see how many times you can either hit the stumps or hit the 3 sets of cones that I've laid out here. Let's have a little go. Now, hopefully, you've all started to have a little practice at your overarm techniques. You can turn this into a really fun family game. I call it cricket stump shootout. So as you can see, we have 3 stumps in the ground over there. Now, the aim is to see how quickly you can bowl the ball and knock all the stumps out. So for every time you hit the stump, you're going to take the stump out, so it will leave 1 less stump. Once all 3 stumps are gone, that is you completed the challenge. I'm going to have a little go now. Let's see how long it takes me to knock all 3 stumps out.